Firebase is a powerful, popular NoSQL cloud database that makes storing and syncing data in real time incredibly easy. By the end of this video, you will build a complete Android app that stores user data directly into Firebase Firestore. Make sure to watch the entire video to avoid errors. Welcome back to ITech Aspirant. It's been a while because I've been busy wrapping up my final year project, but that is finishing up now, and you'll be getting helpful tutorials continuously from here on out. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's start without any delay. Open your browser and search for Firebase and go to the official site. At the top right, you'll see options like blog, and since I'm already signed in, I can see Go to Console. You can explore the blog later for more details, but for now, click on Go to Console. Here are our existing projects, and we will create a new one. But first, let's set up our Android Studio project. Go to New Project, select Empty Views Activity, and click Next. Change your app name according to your needs. Leave the language as Kotlin, and click Finish. Wait for the Gradle build to finish. I'm teaching this step by step because some viewers might be absolute beginners, while others might be professionals who work with MySQL, Room databases, or Jetpack Data Store. So moving to Firebase is a new beginning for them too. Once Gradle loads, go to Tools at the top menu and select Firebase. The menu will open on the right side. We will explore this completely later, but for now, click on Analytics and then get started with Google Analytics. Click Connect to Firebase. On the Firebase console, click Create a new Firebase project. The default name is fine, but you should change your project identifier. I will name it Test Firebase Aspirant. Then save and continue. Let Gemini be enabled in Firebase and click Continue. Select Existing or create a Google Analytics account. Select your country. Accept the terms and click Create Project. While the project is getting ready, drop a comment below and tell me which topics I should cover next, and support the channel by liking this video. Once it's ready, click Connect. Now back in Android Studio. Click on Authentication in the Firebase menu and select Authenticate using Google. It automatically configures for Kotlin, but if your project is in Java, just select the Java option. Click on Add the Firebase Authentication SDK to your app. It will show you the dependencies it's about to add. Click Accept Changes and it will automatically add them to your build.gradle files. Next, go back to the Firebase console and refresh the page to see your project. Double-click on it to open. From the left menu, you can see the Analytics dashboard. Below that is the Firestore database in Database and Storage. We will set that up shortly. First, let's move to Security and select Authentication. Click Get Started. Here you see the sign-in methods. You can choose whatever fits the nature of your app, but let's go with email password for now. Click it, toggle Enable, and hit Save. Firebase also recommends enabling Google Sign-In, so enable it, and it will give you a public-facing name. You just need to select your support email from the drop-down. Click Save and hit Done. Now both are enabled. Back in Android Studio, let's manually add a few required libraries. Open your libs.versions.toml file. Under the Versions block, add Firebase BoM latest version. Under the libraries block, add these 2 lines. You can remove the old Firebase Auth line if you see it, as the BoM manages it now. Now open your module-level build.gradle.kts file. Inside the dependencies block, add these dependencies. Firebase BoM ensures that all our Firebase libraries are using compatible versions. We only declare the version once in the BoM and it handles the rest. And Firebase Firestore is the specific library that gives our app the ability to read and write data directly to the Cloud Firestore database. Click Sync Now at the top right and let Gradle load. Let's move to our main activity. First, we need to declare our Firebase variables inside the class. The Auth variable will handle creating the user's account, and the DB variable is our connection to Firestore to save their profile data. Inside the onCreate method, right below super.onCreate, we initialize them. Because we are using Jetpack Compose for our layout, we are going to remove the default greeting function inside the setContent block and replace it with our own UI. Update your scaffold block for Sign Up screen. Now, delete the default greeting function at the bottom of the file, and let's create our Sign Up screen. Here, change the brackets to round. These mutable state of variables simply hold the text the user types into the screen. Copy and paste for other variables. Import these to remove warnings. Delete this preview. Let's build the visual layout step by step. We use a column to stack our UI elements vertically in the center of the screen. Start with a title text like Join Team. Next, we add a little space. Add our first text input field for the name. We can easily copy and paste this block 2 more times. Just change the value on value change and label to represent the email. Same for password input, and use an 8dp spacer between them. Finally, we need a button to submit this data. We will write the logic to check if the fields are empty. Change it to simple button. Create user. And map the data to a hash map sent to Firestore. This is to save the data in collections of database in document form. And on failure, we print and show error message. And show a message of please fill all fields if any of the field is empty. At last, set width, padding, and color of button. It's for green color. And button text. Import color, and our code is complete. Let's fix some errors. We added toast make text pop-ups so the user actually sees a green confirmation on their screen when the data saves, or an error if they miss a field. In our add-on failure listener blocks, we explicitly added the exception parameter so the compiler knows exactly what exception variable to pull the dot message from. Now we need to actually create the database where this data will live. In the Firebase console menu on the left, click on Firestore Database and then click this Create Database button. Leave it on the Standard Edition. You would only really select Enterprise if you were building a massive business application. Now it asks for a location. Select the server location that is closest to you or your users to keep latency low, because this is where your data will physically be stored. Next, it asks for security rules. Select Start in Test Mode for now so we can easily read and write data while we develop, and click Create. Our database is now ready to receive data. Before we run the app, we need to make sure Android Studio actually has permission to send this data over the internet. Open your Android manifest file and right at the top above the application tag, add these two permissions. And one final quick cleanup. Go to your libs.versions.toml file. We can remove the specific Firebase Auth version string from our library list. Because the Firebase BoM we added earlier handles all the versioning for us automatically, removing it prevents any future version conflicts. Finally, run emulator and then the app. I'll enter my name, a test email, and a password. If any error occur, sync project with Gradle files and restart the app. For now, click Create Account. Then go back to your Firebase Authentication tab and refresh this. And there's the email we just registered. Notice that the password is also stored, but Firebase automatically converts it into a secure hash format to maintain strict security. Now click over to the Firestore Database tab. Look at that! It automatically created a user's collection, generated a unique user document, and securely saved the name and role exactly as we mapped it in our Kotlin code. Tell me in the comments below, did you successfully save your data? And if you ran into any errors or issues, drop them in the comments section and I will try my best to guide you through it. That is it for today's video. If you liked this tutorial and found it helpful, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And if you are a student working on your own projects, share this video with your fellows and friends to help them out too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding!